Hello, here is your full body strength and core workout using a light pair of dumbbells. So this pair I've got sort of like medium to light set. If you've got a few sets of dumbbells, please grab them. But this is a really nice workout if you only have like sort of a lighter set to handle, like some cans or like bottles of water or something. But it's gonna get a really nice burn. So this workout, we're gonna do 4 circuits. Each has 3 exercises. All the exercises are sort of combo full body moves, and the final one is a bit more core as well. So we're going to warm up, we're going to cool down, and let's get started. So let's start with that warm up. So just starting standing, feet about squat distance, so just wider than shoulder distance. Going to hinge back and up, so I'm sending the hips back and up. So just waking up the backs of the legs. Inhaling to go down, exhaling to go up. Keep that back nice and straight. Feel the lovely stretch down the backs of the legs. Hinging, going backwards, forwards. A couple more. Really good way to wake up the body with a good morning. And then just into some gentle squats. So we're going to squat down and up. So today we're going to do squats. We're going to lunge, all the whole shebang. Squatting down and up. Waking up the hips, waking up the legs. Let's just go for 2 more. Last one. So going to find that lovely hinge that we just had. And hinge over, I'm just going to circle the arms, keeping that back nice and straight. So I'm circling the arms up and round. Try not to move the spine or the head. And then reverse your circle, coming forward, or reverse, whichever direction you're doing. Couple more there, and just come up to stand. So we're just going to go laterally, so we're going to move from side to side, so feet nice and wide, toes pointing forwards. We're going to send the hips to one side and up. So I'm sort of hinging back, I'm sticking my bum out, imagine you're sitting on a chair sort of behind you. Stick the bum out, classic, always say it all the time. Down and up. Oh, I didn't mention, so work time, do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and we're going to repeat each round twice, and then we'll move on. Good, one more to each side. And then just come to the bottom of your mat. This is where I rearrange my mat. So you're going to start at the top. I want you to really focus on each bone moving. Start with a nod of the chin. You're going to roll down through the spine. Plant the palms, bending the knees as much as you need to. You're going to walk out to a plank, and then you're going to step the feet back, set the hands back to the feet, and roll back up again. So you roll down through the spine, walk out, and back up. And rolling back up through the spine. So we're going to do that one more time. We're going to hold this plank, so roll down, walk out, hold that plank, and step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Keep the left leg nice and straight, heel jutting back. Just going to rotate the spine to open and close. So just thinking of waking up the spine. I'm already really sweaty. It's very hot in London, guys. It's a miracle. There's some sun and we're all complaining about it. One more and down. So I have got the window, going to switch sides. I've got the window open already. Open, close. Really think more about rotating the spine than bringing your arm out far. Go for one more. Step back. I'm just going to walk up, back to standing. Roll up through the spine again. One bone at a time. I'm just going to some nice star jumps. Arms nice and wide. If you want to modify, you're going to step, step, steps. We're going to start jump, wake up the body a little bit. So today, everything's low impact, being slow, steady strength. Nice and gently. 3, 2, 1. You're going to reverse lunge and kick it forwards. Oop, stay on the same side, kick it forwards, wake up those legs. Whoop. Find the balance. I'm getting excited. Need to calm down. Balance, and then we're going to switch sides. So reverse, kick, reverse, kick. A couple more. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, last one, and shake it out. Make sure you have some water handy. Grab mine, and we'll start with our first round. Let's get started. So grab your dumbbells. You're going to front rack them, so bring them up onto your shoulders. We're going to do a squat with a little rotational press, and then reset. So like a squat thruster, but you're going to rotate the body, punch the dumbbell up to the ceiling, and reset. So you're in 3, 2, 1. I'll explain the moves as we go. Reset. So you squat, press, squat down nice and slow. Get that nice twist. You see I'm rotating that foot on my hip to meet the twist. Following it with your head. Reset. Squat down, press. This is why, you'll see why I've opted for slightly lighter dumbbells. By all means, you could also do this one with one weight and just hold it at your chest. Got 5 more seconds. Press and rest. Right, I'm gonna just put the sound on the timer. Sorry. Sound's on. Coming down to the mat. We're going to do a hand release push up, and I'm going to bring the dumbbell to the opposite foot, like a little down dog tap. So you can do this on or off your knees. Here we go. So bring the chest all the way down. We push up, take the dumbbell to the opposite side, bring it back. So you're going to bring the chest all the way down, nice and controlled. Push up in one piece if you can, or push up to your knees, and then to the plank. All of these can be done on or off the knees. I've got my hands on my dumbbells, but you can do this with your hands on the floor as well, no problem. The aim with your hand release push up is to just get that whole body down. So you've got 3 more seconds. 2, rest. I have moisturized, so my hands are so slippery. Error. So you just need 1 dumbbell. So pop the other one to the side. We're going to do a high plank. We're just going to drag that dumbbell through. I want you to try and bring it past the body so you really get that stretch through the core. So here we go. So taking with the opposite hand, keep the body as still as you can as you pass the dumbbell. If you feel your hips rocking, I want you to think of either dialing up the core a little bit more or dropping down to the knees. The aim is just to keep the hips nice and steady. You're gonna pass, hand, drag it through. Got about 10 more seconds. Don't let that lower back sink. Think of lift. I'd rather you have more lift in the lower back than too little. 5 more seconds. Gonna fit 1 more in. And down. Okay, let's do that from the top. Goes really quick, these moves. So we've got that squat. We're gonna punch it. Just like reach up. Try not to lock through the elbows. I'm already dripping. Maybe moisturising was a bad idea. Okay, 3 seconds, let's front rack. 2, 1, let's go. So we squat down, up, twist, reset, down, reset, reset. Keep going. Slow and steady. This is a really lovely full body. We've got shoulders, we've got legs, we've got core. Now, so don't forget to breathe as well. I'm inhaling down, exhaling to press. Less than 5 seconds. 3 seconds. 1 more. And woo, let's bring it down to the mat. So we've got that hand release push up with the little down. I'm taking the one hand to the opposite leg, so a little twist, little tap. Okay. Going in about 5 seconds, just gonna move the timer so I can see. 3, 2, get into your position, and here we go. All the way down, push up, and reach. All the way down, push up, reach. So slow and steady with these reps. Reach, pressing up. About 15 more seconds. If your dumbbells are those circular ones, you might find it quite hard to rest the hands on the dumbbell. So just have it by the hand. 3 more seconds. I'm going to finish off this push-up and pop that dumbbell to the side. Okay, catching breath. We've got that high plank dumbbell pass. So you know what the move is now. Really focus on keeping the hips nice and steady. The steadier the hips are, the more you're working that core, okay? Going to need 3 seconds. So setting up, wrists under shoulders, and here we go. Also, the wider your feet are, the more it's going to assist with stability. So you can either amp up the stability or dial it back. The choice is yours. Good. Passing through. Last time for this move. Keep the core nice and tight. Keep pushing that floor away. Dial up the core just before you lift that dumbbell off. Keep that spine nice and still. Keep the head lifted. 5 more seconds. Good. Almost there. 2, 1. Rest. Woo! Sip of water. Got a minute to rest, and then we're going to do round 2. So I explained to you the first move. We've got a bit of balance or not. So you can see how you feel. I most likely will fall over, as I always do. So we're going to do single deadlift. So that's single RDL, so single Romanian deadlift. You're going to balance on one leg. You're going to hinge the hips back. And then you're going to shoot up, bringing those dumbbells up and then knee up. Replace the dumbbell back down. That's the move. You're going to hinge with a little knee drive, bringing the dumbbells up to your shoulders, slowly bring them back down. About 10 seconds. So we're doing a Renegade Row on the floor, but I'll explain as you go. And a little crunch, little full body crunch. So I'm going to start with my left leg down. Going in 3 seconds, so transfer all the weight into the left leg, and here we go. Think hinge down, hinge, 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 send the hips back, come up, and slowly lower the dumbbells back down. So I'm driving my hips back, keeping my back straight, coming up, sending those dumbbells down with control. So lots of work here for the core, lots of work for the arms, lots of work for that balance. Such a good move. About 10 seconds left. Hinge, up, whoop. I looked at the timer. I lost my drishti. 5 more seconds. I'm going to go for 1 more. Slow and steady. Hinging up and down. Nice. So coming down, and don't worry if you fall. Just get up again. Trust me, I'm constantly dropping and falling. So we're going to do Renegade Rows. So we're going to bring the dumbbells together because we're going to bring them around and behind the body. We're going to do 1 set of rows in a plank, 1 set of rows in a bear. So here we go. In a plank, let's go. So you can be on or off your knees. Row, row. Knees, step in. Row, row. Knees, step out. Slow and steady. Keeping those hands under your shoulders. You want those joints under joints. Row. Row. Again, you can have the hands on the floor. You can have the knees on the floor. 5 more seconds. Keep the core tight and rest. Okay, lose 1 dumbbell. We're going to come onto our backs. We'll do some crunches. So you can do these without the dumbbell. I'm going to do arms overhead, crunch up, and then roll down through the spine. Or you can do a smaller crunch with or without the dumbbell. And here we go. So arms overhead, we can rolling up through the spine, sit up nice and tall, and rolling back down. And if this is too much, I want you to get rid of the dumbbell, hands behind the head, and give me a lovely crunch. Just thinking slow and steady, rolling through the spine. Control the way down as well as the way up. It's tempting always to let gravity just slam you down, but gravity's strong. That core, it adds so much strength if you can control. Woo, that went quick. If you can control, whilst I rambled on about crunches, ramble. Okay, Let's do the other leg on that deadlift. Okay, right. So I've got my right leg down this time to the side. Got 5 seconds. Transfer all that weight. Dumbbell's just gonna slide down in front of you. Let's do it. Let's hinge back. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Come up. Balance. Knees nice and high. There we go. We hinge. Let that right knee, sorry. Oh, see, I told you everyone falls. Let that standing knee bend. Release it a little bit. Just so you release that tension. Down. Good, about 15 more seconds here. Hinge. Up. Keep the big toe pushing into the floor. 5 more seconds, I'm gonna finish this one off. And down, woohoo! That was really good. If I say so myself. Usually I fall over every time, so I'm trying to add a little bit more focus today. You may or may not have noticed. Okay, so we've got that Renegade Row. Keep those hands under the shoulders, and let's go. So we're gonna do it in a plank row. And if the bear's too much, just give it to me in a plank. Concentrating, try and keep nice and stable. Got 15 seconds. When you're in that bear, you're trying to keep the knees nice and low. Think of a nice little box shape. 5 more seconds. Step, step, and we're out. Dumbbell to the side. Woo, this is going so quick. I'm having a lot of fun. I love these sort of combo moves because they really make you concentrate, but then it goes really quickly. So it's very nice. Okay, we're gonna need 3 seconds. Option here if you want more to take the legs straight and come up to seated and roll down through the spine. I'm gonna go for it this time and roll. Good. So it's a full body crunch with the legs forwards, legs bent. Give me some smaller reduced range of motion if you need to. The crunch, as long as it's feeling, you feel it, it's working for you, wherever you're at. Focus on just keeping that form nice and keeping that control. And rest. Wow, round 2's done already. What? Okay. Just gonna drink some water. So the first move in our next round, I'll show you. We're gonna be doing holding the dumbbells. So we're gonna burn out the biceps a little bit. So we're gonna be in a sumo. And just think of rotating, I'm gonna put these down for a second. Think of rotating the upper arm only without flaring through the chest. So you don't want any of this. You just want to rotate the top. So you're not going to get very far with that rotation because the arm just doesn't rotate that far. Well, mine doesn't anyway, yours might. So you're going to come down, we're going to keep it holding, and as we rotate one side, we're going to lift the heel, lift the heel. I'm going to stay in that sumo. It's going to be nice and spicy. This is where the small dumbbells really shine. Okay, so we're going to get ready, settle in, and shoulders back. We're going to rotate and lift. Keep the ribs in, keep the core tight, keep staying as low as you can for this exercise. It's gonna be wonderful. Low, heel up, rotate, burn out the biceps. 15 seconds. Twist, twist and breathe, twist and breathe. Less than 10 seconds. Then we get lower. 4, 3, 2, and woohoo! Amazing. Okay, coming down, half kneeling. So I've got my left foot forward, my right foot back, tucking the back toe. We're going to step up and do a bicep curl as we step up. We're going to bicep curl press. That's what's going to happen. So here we go. And I'm going to push through my front leg, step, press, and back down. Getting those shoulders a bit more. Being careful to push off that front leg rather than pushing off the back leg. Press. Lots of balancing. I love the balance. Good for stability. Feel free to pause so you can step, knee, curl, press if you want to break it down a little bit. And rest. So we're going to keep the same knee forward. We're going to grab our dumbbell. We're going to do little wood chop situation. It's a bit of rotation. We're going to go from the kneeling hip, rotating, following the dumbbell up, watching it with our eyes. 2, 1, here we go. So we're trying to keep the hips stable whilst we twist the upper body. Twist, control. Again, remember like the curls, like the crunches, trying to control the way down as well as the way up. So think powering against gravity and against gravity. Powering against, controlling against. 15 seconds. Follow the dumbbell with your head. It's tempting to leave the head, but remember the head is attached to the spine. We like to keep it moving together. One more. And little rest. Okay. Got those biceps. That's a spicy little bicep move, isn't it? Okay. Spiceps. A little bit of spice-ups, I think. Right, ready? Going in 3 seconds. Need a sip of water for this chatting. And here we go. Twist and lift. Control and breathe. 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 And when I'll show you from the side. So you see I'm just keeping my spine steady as I rotate. Got 15 more seconds. Keep tension, we can do it. My arms are burning too. Maybe we get a little lower. Go, 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 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Holy moly. That was, biceps. It took me this long to think of biceps, and I'm so going to say it all done. Let's do the other knee forward. That lift, curl, press. So pushing through, curl, press, and down. So we step back a little bit. Push, balance, press, and down. Control, balance, press. Push. A little step up, such a functional movement. It's like a secret lunge. We're lunging, guys. Step ups. I like lunges. So functional. We do this stuff all the time. We get up and down. We hold stuff. We have to lift stuff above our head. So for one more. Up. Finish it. And down. Okay, one dumbbell. We're wood chopping. I've got one more round after this. Very nearly there. Breathe. Then in 3 seconds, setting up, 2, let's do it, up and down. So rotate, push it from the front, actually that might be more helpful. Rotating up and down, arms nice and long. Keep the leg, the bottom knee is anchored. If you find knees a bit hurty, you can do these standing. Just stand up, give me a wood chop. Well, 15 more seconds. Up, rotate, control it down. Rotate, get that control, don't lose it. About 5 more seconds. And down. Reach, and one more. And rest. Guess what, guys? One more round. One more round. Okay, sip of water. Breathe. We're on the plank. We're on the plank. On the mat for the final 3. So, first move, got a bridge. I'm going to do some horribly named, let's call them lying tricep extensions, shall we? rather than the Skullcrusher. So we can have both of our dumbbells. You can drop to one dumbbell here even if you want. You're gonna hold the bridge the whole time. Arms are gonna come up. You're gonna bend and extend the elbows. That's the move. That's a little extension. So we've got about 15 seconds, and then we're doing a little side plank open situation. Okay, in 10 seconds, so let's breathe. Grab your dumbbells, bring them up overhead, over the shoulders. You're gonna come up into your bridge, and you're gonna bend the elbows and straighten them. Keeping the tuck of your tailbone, keep the ribs down, control that movement. Try to keep the bottom part of your arm completely still. If you want more, just bring the elbows a bit further back, so you're getting a bit more from your more tension on the triceps. Bend, extend. I've got my dumbbells pressing together, just a little bit more spice. Why not? Extend. Core is tight, glutes are tight, and down. Woo! We're gonna go to one dumbbell, little side plank open. So you can do this with one knee down and with the dumbbell in the other side. You're gonna open up into a side plank and then control it back down. I'm gonna do it in a full plank. So stepping out into a plank, you're gonna roll over, open, bring that down towards the body, close. I'm rolling onto the outside of one foot and the inside of the other. So the foot on the foot where the hand's down is going on its outside, and the other is going on the inside. You can do this like this with one foot down, just twisting to one side and bringing it back. Keep going. 10 seconds. Control. Keep pushing that floor away. Keep the wrist under the shoulder. 3 more seconds. I'm going to fit one more in. Ding! At the top. How much am I sweating? Quite a lot. Because it's lovely. It's like 27 degrees, which is crazy. Crazy for London, considering like last week it was like 12. Right. We're going to sit up tall. Grab your dumbbell. Do a rolling twist going back. Russian twist. So twist the spine. Twist the spine as we go backwards and down. Keep the hips forwards. And we're coming up. Twist. Twist. If you want more, bring the legs up. Twist. 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 We're twisting. Feel it in the back. Put the feet down. Don't go as far. Twist. 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 So the aim for this is to twist, but keep the hips facing forward. Twist the spine. 2, 1, and last round, guys. Goodness gracious me. That's absolutely zoomed by. You've got 10 seconds. Grab your weights. We're going to get into a bridge. So roll through that spine, hips high, glutes are engaged, arms up overhead. And here we go. Triceps, bend and extend. Bend, extend. Bend, extend. One breath per movement. Keep the hips high. Don't let them drop. Make sure we're not overextending in the back. So make sure you're not just pushing the chest out. Let's get the chest down. Send the knees forward. Bending and extending. Almost there. I suspect. I can't see the timer, obviously. Keep going. Keep those hips high. And slowly lower down through the hips. Grab one dumbbell. We're going to go to the other side with that plank open. So I'll face this way this time. I'm going to switch. You don't have to switch, but I'm going to switch so I can keep looking at you guys. Okay. One, palms down. Going in 3, 2, 1. Into your plank. Rolling over. Open. And again, I'm following that dumbbell with my head as I turn. And control it up. Control it down. Power it up. Power it down. About 20 seconds left. Remember, you can always drop to your knees. You can always just hold a side plank if the opening closing isn't working today. Open. About 3 more seconds to get one more in. Open, bing, close. And last move. We made it. Okay, so grabbing that weight. Got 10 seconds. And we're rolling from side to side. I'm going to go a little diagonal. Is that helpful? So that's a bit more helpful. Okay, so shoulders back. Find a bit of tension on that core. Twist, twist, twist. And then we come back up. And then we go back down. Rolling, rolling. Maybe I'll call it a rowing. I'll think of some fun name for this guy. Row. Back and forth. Getting that to obliques. If you like, let's amp it up, legs up. But only if you can keep those knees nice and steady. 8 more seconds. Rolling, rolling. 3, 2, 1. We made it. Dumbbells to the side. Sip of water. Let's stretch out. I don't know about you, but that really went quickly. When you do 3 moves twice, just like zoom, 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 zooms by. And if you did this and you're like, I wanted more, you can pick up heavier weights next time. No problem. Timer's dinged. Pause that. Come onto your back and just hug both knees into the chest and stretch out through that back swing. Make little circles. We'll keep the right knee in, send the left leg long, hug the right knee in, hold on only with the right hand, just open it up to the left. So opening up that hip, you can draw little circles, keep the left hip down, bring that leg straight up to the ceiling, and just hold on behind that thigh. You're drawing the leg towards you. My hands are so slippery, I can barely hold my leg just to get that hamstring. Keep the head on the ground and relaxed. Bend the knee, bring it over. Bring the right ankle over the left thigh and just go for that lovely figure 4 stretch. Stretching through the hip and the glute. Oh, there's a nice breeze coming in. And then we're just going to switch sides. So hold the left knee in, open it out to the side. Take a breath. Oh my gosh, this breeze, yes. And then hamstring stretch on that leg. If your hips are particularly tight, you can just bring the right foot flat on the ground so it gives yourself a little bit more space in the hip. You can roll the ankles here, feels quite nice. And then release, come into that figure 4 stretch on the other side, on that left side. Relax the shoulders. If this stretch here is too much, you can do the same thing sat on a chair. If you find that you can't relax your head on the floor and it's just really tense, you can get a strap or like a resistance band or something, or a towel instead of your hands. So it adds a little extension to the hands. Because if you've got particularly tight hips and hamstrings, this is really quite difficult and it's probably not very comfortable in this position. So there's some options. That's it. Just going to roll over to the side. I'm going to do a lying down quad stretch. So you're going to lie on one side, grabbing the foot. You're sending the hips forwards. You can have the head on the floor. You can have the head in the hand, whatever feels comfortable. Again, you can do this standing, no probs. Breathe. And then switch sides. I'm going to swivel around, so don't just have my bum in your face. Coming down. It's always important just to take that time at the end of your workout to stretch. I know it's tempting to stop the recording. Stay with me. Stay with me. Release that leg. She's going to come back onto all fours. Going to stretch the arms out a bit. So just a few cat-cows first, just to stretch through that core. And you're sending the hips forwards and back. Keep the arms nice and straight. If you're a bit hypermobile, try to keep a slight bend in the elbows so they're not totally locked through. And just bring the arms forward so you can stretch through the shoulders. You're going to walk the hands up to the feet, up to the knees. Just roll up through the spine. We're just going to interlace the hands behind the back. Pull the shoulder blades together and then away, so you get a nice stretch in that upper body, in the back. Bring it, I'm going to face you. Just bring the one arm up and over, stretching one side, all down that side of your body, all down. Should feel really nice. All down the arm. There we go. And the side, and then switch sides. And then coming up, there we go. That's your full body workout, full body strength and core using a light pair of dumbbells. And I hope you enjoyed it.